Israel said its ongoing airstrikes hit more Hamas targets in the Gaza Strip Friday, as it began evacuating a town near its northern border with Lebanon, where almost daily exchanges of fire with the other Iran-backed Palestinian group Hezbollah have fueled fear of new fronts opening almost 2 weeks into the war sparked by Hamas' deadly terror attack. Israel's military has accused Hamas of killing about 1,400 people in that attack and seizing at least 203 hostages during the rampage. The military said Hamas kidnapped Israeli soldiers, but also dozens of civilians, including as many as 20 people over the age of 60 and more than 20 under 18. One Israeli family shared their heartache with CBS News on Friday as they waited desperately for any word on a 10-month-old baby among the captives. A senior Israeli military leader told soldiers Thursday they would soon see Gaza from the inside, suggesting a long-expected ground invasion was still looming, but feared the conflict could spread beyond Israel's borders and the decimated Palestinian territory were only growing Friday. Hezbollah has exchanged deadly fire with Israeli forces for more than a week, but it has so far been relatively limited cross-border shelling. The powerful Iran-backed group is based in Lebanon, and it has a large arsenal of long-range rockets. With tension along the northern border soaring, Israel's Ministry of Defense announced Friday that the roughly 20,000 residents of the town of Kiryat Shmona, near that Lebanese border, would be evacuated. Another militant force in the region that's considered by the US and Israel to be an Iranian proxy group is the Houthi movement, which has fought Yemen's Western-backed government in a brutal civil war for almost a decade. On Thursday, the Pentagon said a U.S. Navy destroyer in the Red Sea had shot down cruise missiles and drones launched by the Houthis, which may have been aimed at Israel. Pentagon spokesman Brigadier General Pat Ryder said the U.S. was still completing its assessment of where the 3 intercepted ballistic missiles were headed, but if they were intended for Israel, it would be the first direct U.S. military intervention to protect Israel from its regional foes since Hamas' unprecedented attack. A U.S. defense official confirmed to CBS News, meanwhile, that an American military base near Baghdad, Iraq, was targeted in a new rocket attack. Reports of U.S. bases in Iraq and Syria being targeted by drones have increased since the Israel-Hamas war erupted, and Iran-backed militias in northern Iraq and Syria have long targeted American forces in the region. President Biden has warned Iran and its regional allies repeatedly and clearly not to get involved in Israel's war with Hamas,